Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom. This Zephaniah, Yahayaka, Yasha'Allah, a.k.a. Yamordekaiah. And today's class is Revelations 13:18, 666, the kingdom of the beast. You know what I mean? Going into how these devils know that 666 is they number, that Revelations 13:18 talking about them, and that's who it's talking about. The so-called white man, Esau. That's his biblical name. To prove that's who it's talking about, and to prove that this kingdom is the kingdom that it's talking about. When I mean this kingdom, all eight kingdoms represent the eagle. Wherever the United States got bases at, it's this one kingdom. It's spread it off. What the scriptures say, the kingdom spread it upon many waters. That's America. They got bases in everybody's land. You know what I mean? They got control of the earth and all that. And so what's been going on, man? Still just battling in this truth. You know, trying to get better, trying to make my wife better, trying to, you know, be better with prepping and living like an Israelite supposed to live. What else, man? What else, man? What I've been same old been going on. Seeing Iraq destroy brothers and sisters. You know, even people in the truth. I get on my wife about it. Gotta keep reading your Bible. You gotta meditate in this truth. You know what I mean? She getting better, but I still gotta, you know, chastise and rebuke from time to time. You know, I'm not gonna give up. I'm gonna fight till death with this truth. I'm going all the way to the death with this thing. You know what I mean? I got 2 small babies. That's how I'm going. I'm not giving up. It's a lot of obstacles. Like I had to wait to come do the class today. You know what I mean? I watched the elder teacher a marvelous class about the black on black crime in Israel. Basically is what it was talking about. He was right. You know what I mean? It's black on black crime the way we raised from as babies. You know what I mean? It's crime to indoctrinate our babies into this system. That's the way the crime started, with the so-called black woman having leadership role now in America. White man, he did his job. He destroyed the males, pushed us back in the back, and put the woman in the forefront, knowing she was going to lead us astray. You know what I mean? Because women, to be truthful, not down on the sisters, but women got the brains of little children, man. And when I say that, not saying on an overall level, on an instinct level, you know what I mean? On a decision-making level. What kids do, if you make a kid mad, what he do? He hit you, like my son. He gonna go fake, go get a weapon, whatever he think he gonna do. He gonna turn into the Credible Hulk on you. All these characters my son be doing. Because he reacting off emotion. Not understanding he was being chastised or disciplined or whatever. That's how women are. They frontal lobe, they brain, it operate off emotion. So they make decisions off how they feel, not what's real. You know what I mean? You can feel like this the right thing to do, but is that the right thing to do? Nah. You know what I mean? Man was created to think stuff through all the way through and make a decision. Women go off that emotion. oh, you made me mad, so I'm going to go do this to you and do that and do that. And then they be coming back later, you know what I mean, apologizing and all that. What else, man? Oh, a brother called me. I know him like 30 years. He used to mess with my aunt. I ran into him in the store like a couple months back. He popped up and called me, but I told him. He wanted me to teach him the Bible and all that, but I told him, don't waste my time, man. I take this truth seriously. I've been hunting for brothers like crazy. You know what I mean? You know, I ain't going to give up. I'm going to keep hunting and teaching this word as I go. You know what I mean? I ain't jump up and running no camp. I pattern school I'm trying to start after the brothers down south. You know what I mean? That, you know, my spirit bear witness with they spirit, you know, and I just started my own thing. You know what I mean? Like this, like Numbers 1 and 52 tell you to do. You know what I mean? But this Revelations 13, 18, 666, Kingdom of the Beast. This the conclusion of it. You know, I already did episode 1 and 2 of it. This just the conclusion. You know what I mean? So we gonna dive in, get into it, get it started. Books we getting into. King James Apocrypha, King James Bible. You know what I mean? That's what we getting into. Got my new computer set up. I ain't never used this joint yet. I hope it got enough time for me. The amount of time I need to do my class, man. Cause my other computer got 3 hours. I got 3 hours to do a video. You know what I mean? This joint ain't looking like it's gonna give me 3 hours. It's not looking like that. You know what I mean? Looking like 1 hour worth of video time. I hope not, but it is what it is. So this Revelations 13, 18, Kingdom of the Beast class. Let's get it in. Let's get started. Let's get started. Untouchable, man. We'll go to book of Jeremiah. Jeremiah 11. Jeremiah 11. Verse 7. For I earnestly protested unto your fathers in the day that I brought them up out of the land of Egypt, even unto this day, rising early and protesting, saying, obey my voice. Yet they obeyed not, nor inclined their ear, but walked everyone in the imagination of their evil heart. Therefore I will bring upon them all the words of this covenant, which I commanded them to do, but they did them not. And the Lord said unto me, a conspiracy is found among the men of Judah and among the inhabitants of Jerusalem. Verse 10, they are turned back to the iniquities of their forefathers, which refused to hear my words, and they went after other gods to serve them. The house of Israel and the house of Judah have broken my covenant, which I made with their forefathers, with their fathers. Verse 11. Therefore, thus said the Lord, behold, I will bring evil upon them which they shall not be able to escape. Slavery, babies getting thrown at alligators, in the worst, living in the worst neighborhoods, eating the worst foods, getting the worst piece of land, don't gotta see that United Nations, devil shooting us in the streets like animals. And though they shall cry unto me, God help me, Lord help me, please God, don't let this, why this happening to me? I will not hearken unto them. The Most High ain't dealing with us, man. Verse 12. Then shall the cities of Judah and inhabitants of Jerusalem go and cry unto gods unto whom they offer incense, but they shall not save them at all in the time of trouble. Man, they not gonna save us, man. Let's go to Romans. So right now I'm doing an intro, just showing. Well, I'm going into, well, right now this showing why we got in that position. And it's all gonna link up. It's all linking up. Them first amount of precepts was just to show Romans 13. The book of Romans. Chapter 13, verse 1. Let every soul be subject unto higher powers, for there is no power but God. The powers that be are ordained of God. Whosoever therefore resisteth the power, resisteth the ordinance of God. And they that resist shall receive to themselves damnation. For rulers are not a terror to good works, but to the evil. So when you out here wilding out in America and all that and shit happening to you, it's because you being evil. So what that mean on a deeper level? You can be evil doing a lot of things. Killing people, robbing, stealing, and all that. But not keeping these commandments is considered evil to the Most High. So anything can trip you up. You can be good on the surface. You love your brother. You give. You know what I mean? You're a current person. You know. What else? You don't rob or steal or nothing from nobody. And you still have bad luck. Because we in here in captivity, man. It say, wilt thou then not be afraid of the power? Well, now you be afraid of the Most High God? Because he telling you that he put the so-called white man over us to rule. Do that which is good, and thou shalt have praise of the same. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. So the so-called white man is the minister for God to do good for the Most High. But if thou do that, hold on. For he is the minister of God to thee for good. But if thou do that which is evil, be afraid. For he beareth not the sword in vain, for he is the minister of God, and a revenger to execute wrath upon him that doeth evil. So okay, it's saying if you walk like a good boy in America, you gonna get yanked around, but 9 times out of 10, you probably won't die prematurely in your 20s. You know what I mean? Getting shot out there, hanging in the streets, this and that. But this kingdom set up as a kingdom of chains. Everything in this kingdom is set up on chains. You know what I mean? It ain't no guarantee you gonna keep that job. It ain't no guarantee. There ain't nobody gonna break in your house and might kill you and your family. It ain't no guarantee you gonna become this millionaire. It ain't no guarantee you gonna keep all the stuff that you work hard to get. Cause you gotta keep paying taxes on your land, on your property. Keep paying insurance on your car, this and that. It ain't no when you buy something, you flat out own it and that's that. So this is a kingdom of change. You can go to an amusement park and ride one of them rides and die. You can be walking down the street, get hit by a stray bullet. You can have sex with somebody and catch AIDS. You can just be out on a block or going with somebody and be in a car accident. Be riding with somebody and get in a fatal car accident. Because everybody in a rush, speeding around. And this is a kingdom of chance, man. This kingdom is set up like an amusement park of chance. You can have fun at your own risk. With one of the things when you buy something, do it at your own risk. That's America. Have fun in America at your own risk. You know what I mean? You don't know. Let's go to Job 9:24. The book of Job, chapter 9, verse 24. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he? If these people not the devils, man, on this earth, man, then where he at? Where he at? That's what I want to know. If it ain't him, where he at? Because he fit that description. You know what I mean? They perfect. They perfect candidates, man. They perfect candidates. It say the earth is given in the hand of the wicked. We gonna feed y'all, make sure y'all got GMO foods. The earth is given to the hand of the wicked. We gonna shoot y'all for nothing. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We gonna have y'all in slavery 400 years. In the beginning part, we had y'all in chains and shackles, living in shacks, feeding y'all abominable foods, pork and fat and scraps and all that. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We gonna make sure y'all don't gotta see that the United Nations. We gonna make sure all the other nations oppress y'all. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. We gonna shoot y'all while y'all sitting in the house eating a bowl of ice cream. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We gonna shoot y'all women while she in the house playing a game with her kid or something, her nephew or kid or something. Black woman. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Oh, we created we gave the Tuskegee, we gonna get the Tuskegee Airmen syphilis to see how they gonna survive. We gonna let it run its course and see what damage it do. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Got cures for diseases, or if you come up with a cure, doctors done came up with cures. They gonna assassinate you. Man, they some devils, man. Let's get some more on that.
Just over 100 years ago, we invented a wonderful new material that could be molded into all kinds of shapes. And we took great trouble to ensure that it was hard-wearing, waterproof.
Let's say the earth is given into the hand of the wicked. We about to get into some more to prove. So if the earth was given into the hand of the wicked, what would be some of the characteristics of wicked people? Let's see. Let's see.
The most evil animal killers. Walter Palmer. Walter Palmer is notorious for killing Zimbabwe's most famous lion, Cecil. Using paid guides, they lured Cecil out of the protected park where he was residing, and Palmer shot him with his bow and arrow. Cecil wandered the land injured until Palmer and his crew eventually found him, shooting him dead and beheading the lion. Even though Palmer claims to have no idea who Cecil was, there was evidence that the guides tried to remove his radio collar that was put on him by researchers from Oxford to track his movements. Palmer's representatives are being cooperative with Zimbabwe's government, who are currently trying to extradite him so he may face the consequences of his actions. Eric and Donald Trump Jr. Donald's sons, Eric and Donald Jr., are regular trophy hunters. They actually own their own tour company called Hunting Legends, and one of their most controversial photos is of them posing with a sawed-off elephant's tail next to the dead animal's body. They have also killed leopards, crocodiles, and a bull, just to name a few. Bob Parson. You might not know him immediately, but Bob Parson is the CEO of the online giant GoDaddy. In 2011, Parson made headlines when he published a video of himself killing problem elephants and setting it to dramatic music that you would hear on a bad documentary. He is unashamed of what he did and continues to defend his actions to this day. Kristen Lindsay. Kristen Lindsay made national headlines when she posted a photo of herself holding up a dead cat that she shot with a bow and arrow. After much backlash, Lindsay insisted the cat was feral until her neighbors stepped forward stating that their cat Tiger went missing and that she killed their cat. What makes matters worse is that Lindsay was a veterinarian, thus going against her oath she took for her job. She has since been fired, but no legal charges have gone through against her. Kendall Jones. Kendall Jones is a cheerleader from Texas who has been hunting her.
Are these all devils, man?
Her kills while donning a beautiful smile, which is ironic given that she just took a life. One of her first kills was a white rhino, despite there only being 20,000 left. Jones insists that she's helping with population control of the animals, but that hasn't stopped anti-hunting groups from attacking her. Melissa Bachman. Hailing from Minnesota, Melissa Bachman became the center of controversy when she posted a photo on Facebook bragging about a lion she killed. A photo caption read, "An incredible day hunting in South Africa. Stalked inside 60 yards of this beautiful male lion. What a hunt." People were outraged, and a page called Stop Melissa was created condemning the woman. She is currently the star of the show Winchester Deadly Passion that airs on the Sportsman's Channel. Rebecca Francis. Ricky Gervais made Rebecca Francis a household name after she posted a photo of herself smiling next to the body of a dead giraffe that she killed herself. Gervais wrote to her saying, "What must have happened in your life to make you want to kill a beautiful animal and then lie next to it smiling?" Jan Seski. As it turns out, Walter Palmer wasn't the only one who may have illegally killed a lion. He was accompanied by a doctor in Pennsylvania named Jan Seski. Zimbabwe's National Parks and Wildlife Management Authority have accused Seski of illegally killing a lion with a bow and arrow in April. His guides have been arrested. He has killed hippos, ostriches, and elephants, posing with each one. Sabrina Corgatelli. Sabrina Corgatelli is from Idaho, and she has made splashes of her own with her posted kill photos on Facebook. She was on a legal hunt in Zimbabwe, and despite the recent media storm with Cecil, she isn't ashamed of her kill photos. One photo has her posing with a giraffe and the caption, "I got an amazing old giraffe, such an amazing animal, I couldn't be any happier. My emotion after getting him was a feeling I will never forget." We hope you enjoyed this video, or at least maybe we're a little bit enraged. Don't forget to click subscribe to our channel.
Come on, man. I got more. I got more.
This morning, and now defending her actions online. But the criticism is directed at the photo you see behind me that she has posted with one of her trophy kills. Michael Serapio with us this morning, and the details of this photo and what has happened.
Well, good morning, Heather. A lot of people reacting to these photographs posted last year, in fact, by a 37-year-old woman from Kentucky, her name being Tess Thompson Talley. Now, take a look at the photos close up, because, again, this was posted last year on her Facebook page, in which she calls a lifetime dream hunt this giraffe that she had killed. And now, it's important to know that Talley did not do anything illegal by shooting that giraffe. In fact, she got the proper clearances from a South African game park. But those photos 1 year later have gone viral. Thompson Talley now being condemned. Africa Digest, this Twitter account that you see in front of you, calling her a savage, part Neanderthal, asking people to retweet this post, and they have done so some 40,000 times. Thompson Talley now being condemned by many, including comedian Ricky Gervais, music artist Moby, and actress Deborah Messing. Messing has in fact called Thompson Talley a disgusting, vile, amoral, heartless, and selfish murder. And we have to say, as tough as that language is, Heather, there's much tougher and, in fact, inappropriate words that we can't put up here. Basically the condemnation that she's now facing.
Look at that.
You know, this will be familiar.
Got some more.
3 days of hunting a black rhino through the unforgiving desert brush of northern Namibia. 3 days of hunting a black rhino through the unforgiving desert brush of
Look at
northern
Esau.
Namibia. Ended here. And Corey Knowlton has no regrets.
I'm pretty emotional right now, to be honest.
You've been heavily criticized for doing what you just did.
Yeah.
Do you still feel like what you did is going to benefit the black rhino in the future?
100%. I felt like from day one it was benefiting the black rhino. And I'll feel like that until, the day I die.
Knowlton granted CNN exclusive access into this controversial hunt for the black rhino, one of the most endangered species in the world. He won the license to hunt the rhino in an auction last year.
There's so many people who think that what you're doing out here is barbaric and that you don't care about this black rhino.
Nobody in this situation with this particular black rhino put more value on it than I did. I'm absolutely hell-bent on protecting this animal. It still does.
Knowlton's received death threats and scathing criticism. Some animal welfare groups call conservation hunting a horrific idea.
These are incredibly majestic creatures.
See that, man? These devils, man. I got more. He paid $350,000 to do that, man. Look at Esau. Man, whack this seal, man.
The seals have choked. They are adults. They're grown-up seals. They volunteer for it. More or less.
Five seals really close together, and they're killing them one by one.
These devils, man. I ain't even gotta get no more on that. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked, man. Come on, man. Let's go to let's go to Isaiah 62. Man, these people some devils, man. I'm gonna keep on doing classes prophesying against these devils, man. I waited my whole life for this moment right here. So I'm assassinating this truth. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen. Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace. Nah, we ain't gonna hold our peace against what these devils doing, man. These people's evil as a mug, man. Day or night. I'm always meditating in this truth and can't wait to do another class with two small babies fighting in this truth. Yea, that make mention of the Lord, keep not silence. Verse 7, and give him no rest. We ain't gonna give these devils no rest, man. We gonna keep on prophesying against this kingdom, man. Like I keep saying, we awaken warriors, man, like the prophets of old, man. I always felt in my spirit I had I felt like a warrior from back in the biblical times walking around. This kingdom always been weird to me. Like I ain't never fit in with the spirit of it or nothing. Till he made Jerusalem a praise in the earth. We ain't gonna give these devils no rest, man, until they bow down and acknowledge the real Israelites, man. The real Jews. Let's go to Jeremiah. Sick of these devils, man. Let's go to Jeremiah 51. Jeremiah 51 and 20. Thou art my battle axes and weapons of war. Nah, we posted this. Don't say nothing. We ain't his battle axes and weapons of war. Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Let's go back to Isaiah 62 and 6. I have set watchmen upon thy walls, the prophets, the servants, O Jerusalem, which shall never hold their peace. Why we ain't gonna hold our peace? Thou art my battle axe and weapons of war. Man, we the most high battle axes, man. We about to pull this kingdom apart. all the lies and everything, we gonna pull it apart with the truth. Verse 21. And with thee will I break in pieces the horse and his rider. And with thee will I break in pieces the chariot and his rider. They military, they little cars, they little jets, they little tanks. With thee also will I break in pieces man and woman. And with thee will I break in pieces old and young. We ain't gonna have no pity, man. And with thee will I break in pieces the young man and the maid. I will also break in pieces with thee the shepherd and his flock. And with thee will I break in pieces the husbandman and his yoke of oxen. And with thee will I break in pieces captains and rulers. Man, we gonna shut this whole kingdom down, man. And I will render unto Babylon and to all the inhabitants of Chaldea all their evil that they have done in Zion. Man, they got to pay for what they did to the Israelites, man. Jump down to 25. Behold, the Most High say, I am against thee, O destroying mountain. This is a destroying government. Everywhere they go, they destroying something. Let's go to Jeremiah. Jeremiah 50. And 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. They have gone from mountain to hill. They have forgotten their resting place. We forgot, man, who we were. We forgot that our rest is in Israel. That we the real Jews, the God chosen people. We done forgot all that. We want to be niggas. What would it say? They have forgot their resting place. Oh, I'm an African American. They have forgotten their resting place. I love America. They have forgotten their resting place. I'm a Christian. They have forgotten their resting place. Oh, I'm a Muslim. They have forgotten their resting place. Oh, I'm in the Mormon church. They have forgotten their resting place. Man, all these false doctrines, man. We done forgot who we were. Verse 7. All that found them have devoured them, and their adversaries said, we offend not, because they have sinned against their Lord. Them devils know. They ain't doing nothing wrong because they ain't keeping the commandments. We can keep abusing them. That's what they think. The habitation of justice, even the Lord, the hope of their fathers. So they know that we got the true and living God and we ain't following them. That's why we being punished. That's what they saying. Let's go to the book of Judah. The book of Judah, chapter 5, verse 17. Knowest thou, oh, hold on. Judah 5, Verse 17. And whilst they sinned against their God, and while they sinned not before they God, they prospered, because the God that hateth iniquity was with them. But when they departed from the way which he appointed them, they were destroyed in many battles very sore. So these devils is telling you right here, these devils, man, they know if we keep the commandments, we gonna rule the earth. But if we don't keep the commandments, they gonna rule the earth. It's simple math. It's plain and simple. But verse 19, but now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered and have possessed Jerusalem where their sanctuary is and are seated in the hill country, for it was desolate. Okay, let's go back. But now are they returned to their God and are come up from the places where they were scattered. So we returning to the Most High everywhere on earth where we scattered now. Like it's saying Matthew 24 and 14. Because that's what we was ordained to do. That's prophecy. That we was going to wake up, remember who we is, and get to falling in line. That's what we doing now. That's what you're saying now. Judah 5 and 20. Now, therefore, my Lord and Governor, if there be any error in this people, and they sin against their God, let us consider that this shall be their ruin, and let us go up, and we shall overcome them. Man, these devils know, man. But if there be no iniquity in their nation, let my Lord now pass by, lest they Lord defend them, and their God before them, and we become a reproach before all the world. Come on, man. These peoples know, man, if we keeping the commandments, doing this, doing that, we gonna be all in good favor with the Most High. If we don't, it's not gonna be a good thing. Let's go back to Jeremiah 50 and 6. My people have been lost sheep. Their shepherds have caused them to go astray. They have gone from mountain to hill. Hold on, go astray. They have turned them away on the mountains. Let's go to now. Let's get into Revelations 13:18. The book of Revelations, chapter 13, verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. So I'm proving with this class, I already did the class, but this is the conclusion that Revelations 13:18, that 666 is the so-called white man is they number. They the beast that the book of Revelation's talking about. So if they the beast that the book of Revelation's talking about, they the devil the Bible speaks of. It's plain and simple. You know what I mean? It ain't that hard to figure out if you study. It say they the beast. It's the number of a beast, man. Let's go to 2 Peter. Pages sticking. 2 Peter 2, verse 12. But these as natural brute beasts, made to be taken and destroyed. All the evil stuff these people doing, they made to be taken and destroyed by the Most High God Yahweh, man. Let's see why they made to be taken and destroyed. Let's go to Psalms 58.
It's YouTube music. Download the app
Let's
today.
go to Book of Psalms, chapter 58, verse 3. The wicked are estranged from the womb. They go astray soon as they be born, speaking lies. These people lie about everything, man. They can't tell the truth to save their life. If the Most High gave these people an option, man, just give the earth back to my chosen people. Y'all got to admit it to the world that y'all lied, this, that, and the third, and stuff gonna be all good. They ain't gonna do it. Man, they some devils, man. Verse 4. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Jesus is white. Their poison is like the poisons of the serpent. God love everybody. Their poison is like the poison of a serpent. Oh, you can make it here in America. They poison is like the poison of a serpent. We for the people. They are like the death adder that stoppeth her egg. Who was that her? The Israelites. Your egg gets stopped up in America with all the lies and all that. So when you hear truth, you can't recognize no truth when you hear, because your ears got plugs in them from truth. Everything been flipped upside down. Everything these devils pushing, they holidays, everything they say is good. You can eat pork, you can eat shrimp, you can eat crab. You know what I mean? Every way they say you gotta be, you ain't gotta wear fringes. Keep my holidays. That's our people love poison, man. That's what it is. That poison clogging your ears up from the medicine, man. This the medicine right here. That the lies and stuff that they spitting is clogging our people ears up. I got another way. So I'm about to this one way right here. I'm about to show. This the globe. This they math and they science about the globe. This the Earth geometry. And you can research this stuff yourself and see it. It say, here is the wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 603 score and 6. That's Revelations 13:18. 603 score. A score is 20. And 6. That's 666. The following is some numerology taken from spherical earth figures. That is interesting. Speed of the globe's orbit, 66.600 miles per hour. Curvature in 1 mile squared, 666 feet. The earth is on a 66.6 tilt. Earth axis of rotation and its plane of orbit around the sun. 66.6. Now let's be clear. The earth don't move, but I'm just speaking on according to their science. This is what they fantasize. They understand that 6 is their number. 666 is their number. So they're gonna make everything represent that. That's what I'm proving with this class. To link up who it's talking about. The polar circles are located near the poles of Earth at 66.6 north and south latitude. The distance to the nearest galaxy is 11.7 million light years. 11 plus 7 equals 18. 666 is 18. The nearest solar system is 15.3 light years away. 5 plus 3 is 18. 666 is 18. There are 1,800 confirmed new worlds outside of our solar system. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Pluto has 18% the mass of our moon. 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 18. And it's a whole lot, man. I can just keep going down and running it down, man. They whole science. The moon was formed 4.6 billion years ago, around some 30 to 50 million years after the formation of the solar system. 4 plus 6 plus 3 plus 5 is 18. 666 is 18. The sun was formed from the solar nebula about 4.59 billion years ago. 4 plus 5 plus 9 equals 18, man. 666 is 18, man. Come on, man. They changed. Let's see why they put everything 666. Let's see why. The book of Daniel, chapter 7, verse 25. And he shall speak great words against the Most High. The universe was created through accretion. Big Bang Theory. And they shall wear out the saints of the Most High. All these false doctrines and customs and all that. And physically killing us, beating us and all that. And think to change times and laws. The time where we knew the signs of the Most High. We knew the earth didn't move. The sun and the moon about the same size. They circulating around the earth. That the earth is the center of attention. They tell you that the sun is the center of attention. That's false sun worship. I showed in my moving sun class, or my Israelite earth class. I think it was episode 3. And think to change times and laws, and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and dividing of time. So, what I say, the earth was given into the hand of the wicked. They got a certain amount of time where they was given a rule, man. Let's go to Psalms. Yeah, they was given time to rule. But the Most High knew, man, these devils was going to do all this. Let's see why. Psalms 147:5. Great is our Lord and of great power. His understanding is infinite. He knew these devils was going to do this stuff ahead of time, man. He already knew it. Let's go to Jeremiah 51:15. The book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 15. He hath made the earth by his power. He hath established the world by his wisdom, and have stretched out the heaven by his understanding. So the Most High God created all this stuff, man. He stretched out the heaven by his understanding. Nah, it's Big Bang Theory. He stretched out the heaven by his understanding. Nah, the white man science tell us how everything was made. The Most High God, Yahweh, stretched out the heaven by his understanding. Come on, man. Let's get some more. That the number 666 is these people's number, man. They the ones pushing this number and ruling. They understand that's who they is. Let's go to okay. So I'm about to go to this Operation Dominic letter. Operation Dominic means Dome of the Lord. That's what they named one of their operations. Dominic. It means Dome of the Lord. Operation Dominic. Hold up. Let me see something. Okay. So Operation Dominic means Dome of the Lord. So let's see what the Dome of the Lord is. Genesis chapter 1, verse 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide the waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament, and it was so. It's a dome up there that separate the waters that's up there in heaven, what they call space. That area is waters, not empty space up there. To separate that from this part where we living at. And God called the firmament heaven. and the evening and the morning were the second day. So they know we can't get out and go up there trying to move around and all that. Because the Most High ordained man to be on earth. So what these devils do, they was being a devil. They shot 6 missiles up at the firmament trying to test it to see if they can break through it, to break it. That's how evil these peoples is. Wouldn't even care if they flooded the earth or not. Then the Most High had to open the firmament, said he opened the windows of heaven, to let the water come down and flood the earth during the time of Noah. They trying to break that. Let's go to it. Operation Dominic was a series of 31 nuclear tests, explosions with a 38.1 mount total yield conducted in 1962 by the United States in the Pacific. The test series was scheduled quickly in order to respond to the Soviet resumption of testing after the Tackett 1958 to 1961 test moratorium. Most of these shots were conducted with free fall bombs dropped from B-52 bomber aircraft. 20 of these shots were to test new weapons designs. 20 of these shots were just to test how powerful the weapons was before they used them. Check this out. 6 to test weapons effects. It said they dropped 20 of these to test the new weapon design. That's to test the potency of the weapon. Then it say 6 to test weapons effects. So if you testing the effect of the weapon, that means you gotta hit something. If I got a 45 and I'm testing the effect of it, I'm gonna have, if I shoot this watermelon of this tree, I'm testing the effectiveness of this 45. I ain't gonna be able to see the effectiveness of it shooting it in the air. I gotta hit something. So that's what these devils did. 20 of these shots were to test new weapons designs. 6 to test weapons effects. Come on, man. 6, they shot 6 missiles up there to test weapons effects, man. And now we about to see why the Most High say this about these people. The book of Romans, chapter 9, verse 13. As it was written, Jacob have I loved, the 12 tribes of Israel, the Negroes, and all of the descendants from the Negroes, man, the Negro bloodline. But Esau have I hated. Let's go to Malachi. The book of Malachi, chapter 1, verse 4. No, verse 3. And I hated Esau, and laid his mountains and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness, man. Come on, man. He gave this man a no heritage. Ain't give him no melanin. Ain't give him no culture. Ain't give him no rhythm. That's why I say he laid his mountains, meaning his rulership, and his heritage waste for the dragons of the wilderness. Come on, man. Basically, them peoples is nothing to the Most High God, man. They got chased up in the mountains, man. lay their ass waste. Let's go to so you got people complaining and all that. Why y'all saying that about? Because they got Stockholm syndrome. Why y'all saying that about the so-called white man? Why say that? Let's see. Let's get to the crux of why it's being said. Isaiah chapter 46, verse 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel should stand, and I will do all my pleasure. No, I'm going to do the white man pleasure. My counsel shall stand, and I'm going to do all my pleasure. The Most High say he going to do his pleasure, man. That's what's going to stand. How is it going to stand? Psalms 147 and 5. Our Lord is great in power. His understanding is infinite. That's how his counsel going to stand. That's how his counsel going to stand. Let's go to Psalms 33. The book of Psalms, chapter 33, verse 10. The Lord bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect. He bring the counsel of the heathen to naught, man. Proverbs 19 to 21. Book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart, talking about the mind. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord there shall stand. There are many devices in a man's mind. Are we going into space? Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Because the Most High ordained man to stay his ass on the earth, man. You know what I mean? There are many devices in a man's heart. We gonna build a nuclear weapon and shoot it 6 times to meet our number. We gonna hit the firmament 6 times. Because we secretly at war with their God. They don't know it, but we know it. We put the truth all in their face. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. You ain't gonna break my firmament. You gonna stay your pale ass on the earth. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord that shall stand. Proverbs 21 and 30. There is no, let's see why his counsel gonna stand. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord Yahweh. That's why. Let's go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Let's see why it ain't no understanding. Let's read it over. Proverbs, I'm going to go to Isaiah 46 and 10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Nah, we gonna get out the firmament and go up there where you dwell at, God. My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. We gonna destroy you. We gonna waste time. We gonna make sure we destroy this earth. My counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Proverbs 21:30. There is no wisdom, nor understanding, nor counsel against the Lord Yahweh, man. Let's see why. Let's see what no understanding and no counsel ain't gonna stand. Let's go back to Isaiah 46:10. Declaring, let me get it, line it up. That's a spur right on. Isaiah 46:10. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. Acts 17:26. And have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed. Nah, he created man, then he said man can't leave the earth. And determined the times before appointed, and the bounds and a habitation. Man, you can't leave this earth. And you can't do what you want on this earth. And have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed, and the bounds of their habitation. Man, we gonna create this earth, and man ass gonna stay his ass on that earth. That's the farthest he can go. I'm gonna make sure he gonna go as far as I say he can go. Let's see why he did that. Declaring the end from the beginning. Man, the Most High declared what was gonna go on forever in the beginning. You can't outthink the Most High God, Esau. You gonna get this earth up. Let's go to this fake planet Saturn, man. These devils gonna get this earth back.
The clouds follow the hexagon as if it's a racetrack. So we have these clouds. NASA's mission is to explore the unknown. There's more that we don't know that we do know. I think that's wrong. I was actually able to contact one of the photographers, a man named Geddes, who agreed totally that
This is another way I'm showing that their number is 666.
he was not working with his crew.
This fake planet Saturn. They got a whole doctrine called Saturn worship.
Unless the government comes forward, by the government I mean the Air Force, and admits there was a landing of an otherworldly object at Edwards Air Force Base, admits there was film, and produces the report, I think we'll never get to the bottom of this mystery.
Coming next, we have nothing like this on any other planet in the solar system. A massive hexagonal shape on top of Saturn.
Come on, man.
There for 30 years.
Now we start thinking
feels more like an artificial structure than a random weather pattern.
It is artificial because y'all lying. Anything artificial is fake.
Weird is happening on top of Saturn. We have nothing like this on any other planet in the solar system. A formation of intentional design?
Could there be some kind of intelligence behind it?
What is Saturn's megahex? Something is organizing it. Something's keeping this thing together, and we don't understand what it is.
A hexagon is a six-sided figure, man.
The solar system. NASA's spacecraft Voyager reaches its next target, Saturn. But its cameras can only see the ringed planet's side.
The Voyager spacecraft was just taking lots and lots of photographs as it flew past Saturn.
When a scientist stitches the images together, creating a picture of the planet's pole, the result is completely unexpected. He saw a six-sided shape on the top of Saturn. A perfect hexagon.
Come on, man. A six-sided shape. Come on, man.
It almost looks too regular to be natural. We have nothing like this. The images together, creating a picture of the planet's pole. The result is completely unexpected. He saw a six-sided shape on the top of Saturn.
Come on, man. Come on, man. You can't make this stuff up. A six-sided, it just coincidentally, it's a six-sided shape on the top of Saturn, man. Let's go to Revelations 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Then that devil just said it was a six-sided shape up there on this fake planet. They fabricating stuff. Let's see how they got our people fooled, how they doing. Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 17, verse 7. As for the illusions of art and magic, green screen, CGI, for the illusions of art and magic. But let's see what really happened. They were put down, and their vaunting was wisdom, was reproved with disgrace. You know what I mean? They boasting. They boasting about all that stuff. Now I'm going to stick to verse 7. As for the illusions of art and magic, they give out people fake pictures, CGI, pasted pictures, green screen, and all these technologies to make you believe they really got satellites up there sending images back. When you barely can keep a cell phone signal, but they got satellites some kind of way, millions of years away, millions of miles away, sending signals back, and the signal's not broken, whatever. It's crystal clear. It ain't no it ain't no pausing. And you listen to them old, they fake talking to the astronauts on the moon. It ain't no delay in the signal. Soon as they send it, they receiving it, and they talking to them, they responding right back. It ain't no delay. Come on, man. You get a delay on Earth. So why wasn't no delay when they were showing doing that? Come on, man. These devils is some lies, man. Let's go to Psalms 52. The book of Psalms. Book of Psalms, chapter 52, verse 2. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Oh, it's a six-sided hexagon on the top of Saturn. Let's see how they pulling it off. Wisdom of Solomon 17, verse 7. As for the illusions of art, magic, green screen, CGI, and all these fake testimonies, thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Oh, we went to the moon and back 6 times. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Come on, man. These devils is some lies, man. Try and get this joint with Kennedy. I forgot where that joint was at.
Change and challenge. In a
Look.
decade of hope and fear. In an age of both knowledge and ignorance. The greater our knowledge increases, the greater our ignorance unfolds.
This Kennedy.
No man can fully grasp how far and how fast we have come. But condense, if you will, the 50,000 years of man's recorded history in a time span of but a half a century. Stated in these terms, we know very little about the first 40 years, except at the end of them, advanced man had learned to use the skins of animals to cover them. Then about 10 years ago, under this standard, man emerged from his caves to construct other kinds of shelter. Only 5 years ago, man learned to write and use a cart with wheels. Christianity began less than 2 years ago. The printing press came this year. And then less than 2 months ago, during this whole 50-year span of human history, the steam engine provided a new source of power. Newton explored the meaning of gravity. Last month, electric lights and telephones and automobiles and airplanes became available. Only last week did we develop penicillin and television and nuclear power. This is a breathtaking pace, and such a pace cannot help but create new ills.
They doing all that pace and
so it is not surprising that some would have us stay where we are a little longer, to rest, to wait. If this capsule history of our progress teaches us anything, it is that man in his quest for knowledge and progress is determined and cannot be deterred. We shall send to the moon, 240,000 miles away, a giant rocket more than 300 feet tall on an untried mission to an unknown celestial body and then return it safely to Earth. But why, some say, the moon? Why choose this as our goal? And they may well ask, why climb the highest mountain? Why, 35 years ago, fly the Atlantic? We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon. We choose to go to the moon in this decade and do the other things. Not because they are easy, but because they are hard. Because that goal
Come on, man.
will serve to organize and measure the best.
Come on, man. Look how puffed up these devils is, man. The Most High said man was supposed to stay on the earth. So why is they thinking they gonna go out there? Let's go by how they fooling our people with that. What Kennedy just say? Why boasteth Psalms 52:1? Why boasteth thou thyself in mischief, O mighty man? The goodness of God endureth continually. Thy tongue deviseth mischiefs, like a sharp razor worketh deceitfully. Thou lovest evil more than good, and lying. Nah, they telling the truth about going to the moon. And lying, they went to the moon 6 times. They went there and back 6 times, but now when you ask them, they say they can't get through the radiation belt, but they went there and back 6 times already. And lying rather than to speak righteousness. Man, these devils some liars, man. Let's go back. Let's see why they didn't go. It say they were put down and their vaunting, their boasting, and wisdom was reproved with disgrace. Because why? The goodness of the Lord Yahweh endureth continually. Come on, man. They ain't gonna never be able to break the Most High commandments, man, his laws and his judgments, man. They just never gonna be able to do that. They just not gonna be able to do that, man. Let's go to Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Let's go back to Psalms. The book of Psalms, chapter 52, verse 1. Thy tongue deviseth mischief like a sharp razor, working deceitfully. Job 13:4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are all physicians of no value. Man, no matter what they gonna do, it ain't gonna work. Whatever the Most High say is the commandment that's gonna stand, that's what's gonna stand. I don't care how much fantasy they want to go up there and do this and do that. Because they hate the Most High God, man. Let's go to Acts. Let's go back to Acts 17:26. And have made of one blood all nations of men for to dwell on all the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. Now, we went to the moon and determined their times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. Oh, we can get to Mars one day. And the bounds of their habitation. What do bound mean? Bound mean how far you can go. And habitation mean where you live at. So basically, it's saying the Most High set how far we can go where we live. The habitation is the earth, and he set the bounds how far we can go on the earth. He determined the times before he even created the earth, man bounds, how far man was going to be able to go. He didn't create this earth for you to go nowhere else. This beautiful earth. Come on now. With everything in it to survive. Let's go to Acts 5 and 29. The book of Acts, chapter 5, verse 29. Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, we ought to obey God rather than men. That's what we gonna do. Let's go to Psalms 96 and 4. We ought to obey God rather than man. Now we gonna obey the so-called white man when he lying saying he going into space. And Most High said he determined in the beginning before he created the earth that man can't leave the earth. We ought to obey God rather than man. Now you can go to Mars if you want. You get the technology. But even though God said we can't leave the earth, we gonna obey God rather than man. Let's go to Psalms 96. The book of Psalms, chapter 96 and 4. For the Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Nah. He ain't to be feared above the so-called white man. The Lord is great and greatly to be praised. He is to be feared above all gods. Nah, he ain't to be feared above the white man's science. He is to be feared above all gods. Man, we not listening to what you devils talking about no more, man. Let's go to Matthew 4 and 7. Book of Matthew, chapter 4, verse 7. And Jesus said unto him, it is written again, thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Oh, we gonna break through your firmament. We gonna shoot 6 missiles up there, representing our number. We don't care. Thou shalt not tempt the Lord thy God. Come on, man. And people wonder why we saying the Most High God hate them people. He gave us a whole earth, and you trying to mess it up by breaking the shield he got up there to keep us protected. You trying to break it, shooting 6 nuclear weapons up there. What you thought you was going to accomplish, dumb? Talking about they went to the moon, this 6-sided hexagon. They went to the moon 6 times. It's a 6-sided hexagon up there on Saturn. And they shot 6 missiles up there at the Most High firmament. Come on, man. Job 13 and 4. For ye are forgers of lies. You are physicians of no value. Let's go to Job. Job 13 and 4. And Psalms. Oh, 4. But ye are forgers of lies. Ye are physicians of no value. Psalms 104:19. He appointed the moon for seasons. The sun knoweth it's going down. So the Most High appointed his moon for feast days and all that. You think he gonna give somebody the ability to go land on it and put their little flag on it and throw trash all around on it and all that, like they were showing in the video, like they really did that, making mockery of the Most High moon? And the sun know if it's going down. Come on, man. Talking about the sun just stuck in the earth. That sun moving too, man. Proverbs 13 and 3. Book of Proverbs 13 and 3. He that keepeth his mouth keepeth his life, but he that openeth wide his lips shall have destruction. All that keep boasting about going into space and doing everything to defy the Most High God, instead of just shutting the hell up and live peaceably on this earth. But he not going to do that because that wasn't in his lap to do. Let's go to Psalms 21 and 11. Book of Psalms, chapter 21 and 11. For they intended evil against thee. They imagine a mischief device which they are not able to perform. Man, these devils ain't doing nothing, man. Read it again. Psalms 21 and 11. For they intended evil against thee. They intended to break all the Most High laws, man. They imagined a mischief device which they are not able to perform. So what I showed you Kennedy talking about, they imagine that they can do that. But what the Most High say, which they are not able to perform. Nah, they went to the moon in 1969, which is another representation of 666, which they are not able to perform. They went back and forth to the moon 6 times, which they are not able to perform. They gonna shoot 6 missiles up there trying to break the firmament, but it ain't even put a scratch on it, which they are not able to perform. Fool the Most High prophets with CGI, green screen, and all these lies they trying to propagate, man. Nobody going for that garbage, man. I got some more. I'm going another way to show that Revelations 13 and 18 talking about them. Let's get it. Revelations 13 verse 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Nah, it's the number of a ghost. For it is the number of a man. Come on, man.
specific to you, but never.
It's another way to show that this they number.
In the dead of night, a team of operatives traveling on stealth choppers eludes all radar and warning systems of a sovereign nation. They break into bin Laden's fortified compound, just doors away from Pakistan's most prestigious military academy. The commandos work their way through the residence, killing anyone who gets in their way. It's been 10 long years in the making, and finally, bin Laden has been found. The commandos waste no time delivering a double tap. 2 deadly shots, one in the chest, one in the left eye. In 38 minutes, the team makes a clean getaway with bin Laden's body and with critical intelligence to crack what's left of Al-Qaeda. In cities across America, civilians celebrate in the streets, elated with the news. Within hours, people want to know who carried out this mission. How did they pull it off? But to anyone in the know, the mission has all the hallmarks of one team, SEAL Team 6.
They are the brain surgeons of surgical shooters. They'll burst into a
You hear that?
On night vision goggles and put 2 shots in that guy's head, 2 shots in that guy's head. You don't even know what the heck just happened.
The operation was carried out by SEAL Team 6. They break into bin Laden's fortified compound, just doors away from Pakistan's most prestigious military academy. The commandos work their way through the residence, killing anyone who gets in their way. It's been 10 long years in the making, and finally, bin Laden has been found. The commandos waste no time delivering a double tap. 2 deadly shots, one in the chest, one in the left eye. In 38 minutes, the team makes a clean getaway with bin Laden's body and with critical intelligence to crack what's left of Al-Qaeda. In cities across America, civilians celebrate in the streets, elated with the news. Within hours, people want to know who carried out this mission. How did they pull it off? But to anyone in the know, the mission has all the hallmarks of one team, SEAL Team 6.
They are the brain
Come on,
surgeons.
man. You hear that? SEAL Team 6, man. Let's get some more on these devils. SEAL Team 6. Let's see why. Let's go to Genesis 25. Genesis 25 and 27. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter, a man of the field. And the boys grew, and Esau, which is their biblical name, the so-called white man biblical name, was a cunning hunter. Go to Jeremiah 51 and 30. Book of Jeremiah, chapter 51 and 30. The mighty men of Babylon have forborne to fight. They have remained in their holes. Their might have failed. They became as women. They have burned her dwelling places. Her bars are broken. So it don't even matter, man, how much of a cunning hunter they is, that SEAL Team 6 and all that. They gonna hold their ground. But what the Most High say, their might have failed. They became as women. All that SEAL Team 6 stuff. Let's go another way. Let's go another way and show. Go another way. Revelations 13:18. go another way. Let's go another way.
My administration is reclaiming America's heritage as the world's greatest spacefaring nation. The essence of the American character is to explore new horizons and to tame new frontiers. But our destiny beyond
They top military
is not only a matter of
was SEAL Team 6.
but a matter of national security. So important for our military. So important. And people don't talk about it. When it comes to defending America, it is not enough to merely have an American presence in space. We must have American dominance in space. So important. Very importantly, I'm hereby directing the Department of Defense and Pentagon to immediately begin the process necessary to establish a Space Force as the sixth branch of the armed forces.
You hear that? A sixth branch.
The Air Force, and we are going to have of the armed forces. That's a big statement. We are going to have the Air Force, and we are going to have the Space Force, separate but equal. It is going to be establish a Space Force as the sixth branch of the armed forces. That's a
You hear
big
that?
statement. We are going to have establish a Space Force as the sixth branch of the armed forces. That's a big
Come
statement.
on, man.
We are going to have the Air Force, and we are to immediately begin the process necessary to establish a Space Force as the sixth branch of the armed forces. That's a big statement. We are going to have the Air Force, and we are going to have the Space Force.
You hear that? The sixth branch. The sixth branch. Revelations 13 and 18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. That's 666. He just said it. I'm just keep showing you ways that Revelations 13, 18 is talking about them. I'm about to show you another way. Got some more ways to show you. There's some more ways to show. Look. $6 million man. And the most I said he laid his heritage to waste. This subliminal. Look. Hold up. Hold up. You heard them say we can rebuild him. Go to Malachi real quick. We will return, whereas Edom said, that's the so-called white man biblical name Edom. We are impoverished. But we will return and build the desolate places. This after the Most High had destroyed their nation. They said they're going to return and build, so this subliminal, them saying they're going to come back stronger than ever and rebuild. Rebuild him. Look. They talking about their nation.
Steve Austin, astronaut, a man barely alive. Gentlemen, we can rebuild him. We have the technology. We have the capability to make the world's first bionic man. Steve Austin will be that man.
Look.
Better than he was before. Better, stronger, faster.
You hear that? Hear them devils? They vowed and said that they was coming back better, stronger, and faster. Look. Whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, but we will return and build the desolate place. Thus said the Lord host, they shall build, but I will throw down. So they vowed to come back, which they did in the Renaissance period, and they came back better than ever. This the white man putting it in your face right there. Oh man, it's prophecy, man. Look, they gonna try to they gonna revamp it again. Look.
Mark Wahlberg's The $6 Billion Man is finally being released next year after numerous ups and downs.
Come on, man.
The iconic TV series.
There you have it right there. Revelations 13:18. Let him have wisdom. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. Come on, man. That's these devils, man. Got some more ways to show. All right. Now we about to go into... We about to go into these athletes, man. These athletes represent the beast too. Let's see who control the athletes. First Maccabees. The book of First Maccabees, chapter 1. Chapter 1. Where we at? Chapter 1 and verse 10. First Maccabees chapter 1, verse 11. In those days, hold up. First Maccabees 1 and chapter 11. In those days went there out of Israel wicked men, So men of our own nation gonna side with these devils. LeBron, Floyd Mayweather, all these top athletes. I'ma show you. Usain Bolt, Serena Williams, who persuaded many, saying, let us go and make a covenant with the heathen. Do good in school, get your scholarship, and go play football and break yourself up. Or go play basketball and worship and represent these devils. Let us go and make a covenant with the heathen that are round about us. For since we departed from them, we have much sorrow. If we ain't participating in the white man system, we ain't doing good. It don't feel good. So this device pleased them well. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Go to school, be a good boy, and we'll let you in one of our gladiator leagues. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem according to the customs of the heathen. Come on now, these sports and all that is according to what they set up. And made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. Negroes get in the NFL, NBA, soccer, baseball, anything, track and field. It say, and forsook the holy covenant and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. They joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. Don't they get sold? Don't they sell out? They were sold to do mischief. They gonna sell out and be wicked against the Most High God, knowingly and unknowingly. This is another way showing how they represent them. Serena Williams, go do your research. Serena Williams, she got 23 Grand Slams. 2 times 3 is 6. Michael Jordan got 6 rings, 6 MVPs, and he weighed the number 23. 2 times 3 is 6. That represents the 666. Michael Phelps, he got 23 gold medals. 2 times 3 is 6. You can't be one of their all-time greats and don't represent that 6. Usain Bolt, 9 gold medals. You take a 9 and turn it upside down, what is that? A 6. Tom Brady went to 9 Super Bowls. He won 6 rings, and he weighed the number 12. That's 2 6s. That's 666 again. You know what I mean? You can go off he won 6 Super Bowls and weighed 12. That's 2 6s. That's 666. First Maccabees 1 and 11. Let's jump down. And made themselves uncertain. Hold on, 14. Hold on. Then certain of the people were so forward herein that they went to the king, who gave them license to do after the ordinances of the heathen. Whereupon they built a place of exercise at Jerusalem, according to the customs of the heathen, and made themselves uncircumcised and forsook the holy covenant. and joined themselves to the heathen and were sold to do mischief. And they sold out for a couple dollars. Come on, man. I got some more ways. Show you this the kingdom of the beast. One of they superheroes. Superman. This S on Superman chest is a serpent. This one of they top superheroes, man. Look at that. See the eye? See the eye right there? That's a serpent, man. That's these devils, man. Look. All these jumps. That's a snake, man. Come on, man. That's a snake. See the eye and the tail at the end? That's a serpent. Let's go to Matthew. Let's see what Yahushua, who they call Christ Jesus, say about them. To prove these devils know who they is, man. Book of Matthew, chapter 12. Verse 34. O generation of vipers, how can ye being evil speak good things? For out of the abundance of the heart of the mouth speaketh. O generation of vipers, O generation of serpents, devils, snakes, how can ye being evil speak good things? Oh, shake my hand with sign a peace treaty with the Native Americans and then trying to exterminate. All you gotta do is go to my school system and you're gonna live good in America. How can ye being evil speak good things? Just hold your hands up in the air, everything gonna be all good, and get shot 50 times, 100 times. Get shot all up. Let's go to 23 and 33. Book of Matthew, chapter 23, verse 33. Ye serpents, ye generation of vipers, how can ye escape the damnation of hell? Come on, man. This is a generation of serpents, man. All right. Let's go to this media letter. This is another way. How they represent this 6. All right. So the word media, because they got something called the Big 6. They 6 main conglomerates that run all the media. So we about to go back to the beginning of the word media and see where it come from. This is the origin of media. Mediumship is the practice of purportedly mediating communication between spirits of the dead and the living human beings. Practitioners are known as mediums or spirit mediums. There are different types of mediumship of spirit. So that's what these devils do they control our spirit in one of these type ways we gonna see. There are different types of mediumship of spirit. Channeling, when they do the seance and all that, we're channeling where they conjure up a spirit, including seance tablets, trance, and Ouija. Man, our people in a trance, man, out here. It say in trance. So let's read down some more. Mediumship gained popularity during the 19th century. Let's jump down. With some practitioners employing techniques used by stage magicians, and the practice began to lose credibility. Fraud is still rife in the medium psychic industry, with cases of deception and trickery being discovered to this day. Come on, man. That's how they getting over on our people, man. With deception and trickery, man. All right. So the word media. The word media is a plural form of the Latin word medium, meaning middle ground or intermediate. Its usage as a word to describe newspapers, radio, and other sources of information likely derives from the term mass media, which was a technical term used in the advertising industry form of 1920s. And I just read to you what the media really represent, how it worked. It's saying it came from a Latin word to describe about information and all that. But right here, it's showing what they did. Trance. What's one of the basics of a media? You know what I mean? Media, mediums. It's the same thing. You know what I mean? So they media ain't nothing but them people that run trances and all that. That's all it is. You know what I mean? That's what they do. Wrong, man. Media. All right, let's go to what we got now. All right. So we gonna see. Hold on. Spur mediums. Alright, so we about to go to this is another way to show that they got people in a trance, man. Look. They got the masses of our people, man, in a trance with these entertainers that they using to do it. And they showing that they represent. Look, that's the 666 they throwing up. All of them throwing it up, man. Tony Blair, look, them politicians throwing it up. These are people they using to brainwash our people. Look, presidents, look. You can't get up there on that high echelon, man, if you're not representing these devils, man. Look. They all throw it up. Look, the one-eye symbol. These are the same people our people look up to. But they showing you who they allegiance with. They don't love the Most High God. They deceivers, man. That's who they working for. That's who they representing. It's proving we in the kingdom of the beast. It's all around you, man. Look. It's all around you. Look, backwards sixes on a Disney jump. 3 6s right there. It's all around you, man. It's stuff all around you. It's stuff all around you, man. That's what they using. What I read, them mediums, it say there are different types of mediumship or spirit channeling. Include seance tablets, trance, and Ouija. So they using these celebrities to keep our people in a trance, man. The Israelites, the Negroes, and the descendants from the Negroes to keep us in a state of sleep and not serving our God. So let's see how. So you'll be like, well, how they able to put you in a trance? If everything, any form of entertainment you got, they the ones giving it to you. Let's prove it. It's something called okay, let me go to the top. While independent media outlets still exist, the major outlets are most all owned by these 6 conglomerates. To be clear, media in this context does not refer just to new outlets. It refers to any medium that controls the distribution of information. So here, media includes 24-hour news stations, newspapers, publishing houses, internet utilities, and even video game developers. With that in mind, let's take a look at each of the big six, who control them and what they own. This is a devil called Summer Redstone. Look at all that stuff he own, man. Media stuff. Come on, man. This is internet stuff. This the next devil, Bob Iger. Look at all the stuff he own. Come on, man. You can't get around anything you want to do. They feeding you. This is another devil named Jeff Bukes. Look. This other stuff he own. Come on, man. You can't get around. This is another devil named Brian L. Roberts. This what he own. Come on, man. You can't get around it. These is internet and its ventures. This is another devil named Rupert Murdoch. This is everything he owns. Well, man, you can't get around it. And this last one, this supposed to be a fake Japanese man or somebody. He probably a Ted. He probably a so-called white man, man. Probably got a white father or something. Look, this is everything he owns. He part of the big six. Oh, man, you can't escape these devils, man. They controlling, they feeding our babies everything. They called the big six. Let's go to Revelation 13:18 again. Revelation 13:18. Here is wisdom. Let him that have understanding count the number of the beast. For it is the number of a man, and his number is 636. That's that six, man. That's them. It's called the Big Six, man. They own all the media. Six conglomerates. Why it couldn't been the Big Seven or the Big Eight? Why it's the Big Six? Come on, man. These devils can't hide from me, man. All right. Let's go to 6 points of programming that they program us with. They promoting evolution. Why still monkeys then? If evolution is what it is, then why we still got monkeys? Come on, man, these devils is dumb, man. You can't fool me. Can't fool me, Esau. I'm an assassin, man. coming at your ass like a death angel. Genesis 1. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. No, the white man science created the heaven and the earth. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. This is another point. They going into space. Go to Acts 17 and 26. That's the spur. And have made one blood all nations of men for to dwell on the face of the earth, and have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitation. They keep pumping that. Nah, if man, he don't like what I created, he want to go to Mars or go somewhere else, he can do that. And have determined the times before appointed and the bounds of their habitations. Come on, man. Let's go to Genesis 1. Let's see how the Most High determined our bounds and our habitation. Let's go to Genesis 1, verse 6. And God said, let there be a firmament in the midst of the waters, and let it divide waters from the waters. And God made the firmament and divided the waters which were under the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. Verse 8. And God called the firmament heaven, and the evening and the morning were the second day. Let's go on another point. This point, white Christ. They give us white Christ to destroy us. Let's go to Revelations 1 and 12. This John the Revelator. And I turned to see the voice that spake with me, and began turn. And being turned, I saw 7 golden candlesticks, and in the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girt about the paps with a golden girdle. He had a golden war belt on. His head and his hairs were white like wool. He had woolly hair. We all know what people got woolly hair. As white as snow, he was stressed out. And his eyes were as flame as a flame of fire. He had great knowledge, and plus one of the Negro our traits is when we drink wine, our eyes turn red. Christ drunk wine. And his feet like unto fine brass. Now his feet was looking like white paper. And his feet was like unto fine brass. Now his feet was pink like the so-called white man. As they burned in a furnace. Nah, they was faded like somebody threw bleach on them, or like he had like he was a albino, as if they burned in a furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. You hear I'm talking? No, his voice was like, yeah, my name is Jesus Christ, and I come to save the world. And his voice was the sound of many waters. Come on, man. That's going another point. Believing in a medicine. This is another way they destroy us. The book of Sirach. The book of Sirach, chapter 38, verse 4. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Nah, we gonna believe in running to. I get sick, I want to run to the doctor. I ain't gonna believe in the Most High herbs. He gave us every yield herb and seed to heal ourselves. The Lord have created medicines out of the earth, and he that is wise will not abhor them. Meaning you won't hate them. Let's show another way how they attacking us. This showing 6 points on how they attacking us, man, right here. This is another way. Promoting gay marriage. Can't make no babies. 2 men or 2 women can't make no babies, man. That wasn't how the Most High set this earth up. Isaiah 3:9. The show of their countenance do witness against them, and they declare they sin as Sodom. They hide it not. Man, every day I turn on the news or anything, at first, at one time, you had to have a butt face and and be like the white man to get somewhere as a Negro, so-called African American. Now, you gotta be a flaming faggot. And these Negroes, they don't hide it now. They don't hide it. They be proud to let you know they a flaming faggot, man. They promoting them gay rights. Obama lighting the White House up with the rainbow colors. I'm telling my God brother that was an agenda. He in denial about it. You know what I mean? But hey, when you got gay people in your family that you love, that's how you gonna be. You gonna be in denial. You gonna understand it, but you gonna act like you gonna be a devil and act like you don't understand it. Leviticus 20:13. If a man also lie with mankind as he lied with a woman, both of them have committed an abomination. They shall surely be put to death. Their blood shall be upon them. Their blood shall be upon them. AIDS. Their blood shall be upon them. Ain't that's how you transmit AIDS, through blood? And their blood shall be upon them. Nah, we gonna come up with this pill. They can take one pill now, and they can't pass AIDS no more. But just recently, it's a new strain that came out. It just morphed into just something new. So it ain't no way to cure it. And their blood shall be upon them. Let's go to Romans 1:26. The book of Romans, chapter 1, verse 26. For this cause God gave them up unto vile affections. For even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. 2 dykes. Even the women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. 2 lesbians. Even their women did change the natural use into that which is against nature. Come on, man. So that was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is the last point. Believing in a politics. Let's go to Matthew 10:17. But beware of men, for they will deliver you up to the councils, and they will scourge you in their synagogues. Come on, man. They delivered our people up with their politics. Oh, you 3/5 of a human being on the books in the Constitution. And they will scourge you in their synagogues up on Capitol Hill, United Nations. Let's go to Daniel 8:25. Say they would scourge you in their synagogues. Let's see how. So what they do in Capitol Hill and of United Nations? Let's see what the Bible say they do. Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. Don't them politicians always giving you this fake peaceful spiel. They gonna do this, they gonna do that. You gonna be okay, just vote for me. And it's the same thing that go on. It say, he shall magnify himself in his heart, and by peace shall destroy many. He shall also stand up against the prince of princes. They gonna make laws against the words of Yahushua, who they call Christ. But he shall be broken without hand. So this was going into something in ancient times, but in future times, it's telling you these devils gonna put policies and all that that's gonna go against the gospel. It's gonna go against the whole Bible. And thinking they gonna rule the earth forever, but the Most High said they're gonna be broken without hand, without a little bit effort. It's gonna be easy. Let's go to First Maccabees. First Maccabees 1:41. Moreover, King Antiochus wrote to his whole kingdom that all should be one people, and everyone should leave his laws. So all the heathen, don't they do that in America? Tell you to leave your country, come to the land, the prosperous land, America, the free land, to leave his laws. Because when people come over here, they don't follow their customs no more. Mainly, they blend it with American, but all in all, they become Americanized. It say, so all the heathen agreed according to the commandment of the king. Yea, many also of the Israelites consented to his religion, and sacrificed unto idols, and profaned the Sabbath. Wasn't keeping the Sabbath no more. For the king had sent letters by messengers unto Jerusalem and the cities of Judah, that they should follow the strange laws of the land, and forbid burnt offerings and sacrifice and drink offerings in the temple, and that they should profane the Sabbaths and festival days. Don't follow your God no more. Verse 46. And pollute the sanctuary and holy people. Set up altars and groves and chapels of idols and sacrifice swine's flesh. They do that in these Christian churches now. And unclean beasts. Catfish, shrimp, crab, lobster. That they should also leave their children uncircumcised. Your children gonna be out of order following America, man. And make their souls abominable with all manner of uncleanness and profanation, to the end that might forget the law and change all the ordinances. Just go to 54. Now, the 15th day of the month, Caselu, in the 140 and 55th year The 15th day of the month Caslu in the 145th year, they set up the abomination of desolation upon the altar and bullied and builded idol altars throughout the cities of Judah, of Yahweh, on every side, and burnt incense at the doors of their houses and in the streets. And when they had rent pieces the books of the law, which they found, they burnt them with fire. And whosoever was found with any of the book of the testament, who was ever found with the book of the testament, or if any consented to the law, the king's commandment was that they should be put to death. They burning the Bibles down in California. That's why the Most High burning California up. It's about to get to that. If you following this, you're going to be an outcast. Look what's going on. If you ain't down with the gate thing, you an outcast. You being shunned. If you don't like pork and going to Sunday church, people look at you like you crazy. This is an evil kingdom, man. And on that note, shalom, shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. The Shabbat ended. This Zephaniah, Yehoiakim, Yasha'Allah, a.k.a. Yah-Mordecai, wise warrior for the Most Almighty One God of Israel, coming from Sith Lord Tiger School of Truth, servants in the house of the Lord, together in God's eternal righteousness. Sith Lord Tiger. Stick together, y'all.